So with containers, remember a container is similar to a folder, but before we explain that, we have this web application server here, this web app server. And for this web app server to host a website for us, let's say facebook.com, for this server to host that website, first we need the web application, right? Let's say Apache. That's the web application we're going to use. You have to download and install it. Then we're going to have to configure the web application to behave how we want it to behave. Then we're going to need the website files. Let's say, I was about to put MySpace. Let's just say Facebook is a name of a website. Of one of our pages. We may also have some other things here, such as, I'm just going to put HTML, some other HTML files. Those are website files. And then we may also have some scripts, right? Maybe some JavaScript that's trying to prevent malicious activities. We'll get more into that later. But all these different files we need to host our website on this web server. Well, if you wanted to do that same thing on all of these web servers, right? You wanted to host a website using the same files on all those web servers, you would have to go and download each and every one of those files onto each and every one of these servers here. Okay, whether you did it individually or whether you pushed them out, deployed them to all the servers together, you'd still need every single one of those files. Well, what we can do to make things easier is put or bundle this inside of a container, right? So you can think of it as a folder. We're going to put all of those files inside of a container, and then this container is what we're going to deploy out to those systems. So now when those systems want to start up this web server, all they have to do is execute the container. So let's take a look at that. And one more thing before we do that. So this container that we made right here, we can put this container on the internet for other people to download. Now, other people can download our container. We don't have to, but we can make it publicly available. And now other people can download that web app server on their system. There's a website. Well, one type of container application is called Docker. That's a very common one. Docker. We use it to create containers. And Docker has a hub, this website here, of different containers you can use and download. So one of them, let's just start with the simple one. nginx. This is a container right here. My mouse got stuck. Okay, so this is a container right here. nginx is a container. Let me see what type of. They have a container for an application called Splunk. What else? What are those games? Minecraft, right? If you wanted to download a Minecraft server, you can do that. You could just pick one of these containers. I'm pretty sure they have something for Roblox. Yeah. If you wanted to set up a Roblox server, all these containers are here for you to go ahead and download. nginx, this is a very basic web server. What's the test one? So these are all the other containers that we can do. I'm just going to use this one. I forgot what the test, there's a test one. It might be this. We'll just see. All right, so I'm going to copy this. If we want to download this container, we need to run this command on our terminal. Let me see something. You get information about what this is, what we're downloading, nginx. Trying to find the Git repo with all the files in the container. Oh. So these are all the files in that container. Remember we talked about files in our container? All these files right here in our container. These are all the files right here for this container. Okay, all these files right here are what this container, nginx, that we're getting ready to download. These are the files that that web server needs to host the website. So we're going to try and download this. I'm going to open up my terminal, copy that command, docker not found. Let's try it with sudo. Okay, sudo app. We got to install it first. And once this finishes installing, we got to install the actual Docker command, right? This application Docker. We got to install it first before we can actually use it. I thought I did install it, but any questions so far on containers? Now, the whole purpose of containers is to make life easier. It makes life 10 times easier. Now you can see we have all these different applications we can just download. All these different applications we can just download and set up within a snap of a finger. All right, so now we just downloaded that. We just downloaded. So we got to start it. So now I'm going to start that container, Docker container run, publish. Don't worry about all these ports, but this is what the container is going to use to run with. If I did that correctly, okay, that should be started now. So if I go to my system on port 127.0.0.1, you can see we have a web server here. Welcome to nginx. Right, this is only here right now because we just downloaded this nginx container. Nginx is a web application. This is the home page for that web application. We downloaded it with this command. What did this command do? It brought all these files right here onto our computer so that we can have this. Okay, if I stop this container, I just stopped it. Well, yeah, I think I stopped it. If I stopped it and refresh this page, it's not here anymore. Okay, we didn't create this website, right? It was already created. We didn't create the scripts for it. We didn't create everything that we drew out right here. All these different things right here. We didn't create the script. We didn't create this. We didn't create this. It was already created for us. And somebody put it inside of a container. And they put that container, AKA folder, available on the internet so that other people can download and set up this application within a snap of a finger. Containers are supposed to make things easier. Okay, they're supposed to make things easier. Everything's inside of a container already. You don't have to go and create or re-download these files. It's already here. Just download this. and put it on here just like we just did. We literally just did that, right? We downloaded this container with that Docker command. Okay, and let's turn it back on just so you can see it one more time. This command, Docker is the command. We're telling Docker, hey, we want you to run a container. Call it nginx. We want you to put it on port 80. Okay, port 80, that's for HTTP. This is where we would access it. And there you go. Welcome to nginx. That is our, yeah, that should have never started. Now I started it, now it should be here. This is our homepage. All right, containers are really, really simple, y'all. Really, really simple concept. Let me go ahead and turn this off.